Just a quick video to update you on what I think about Bitcoin. This is the weekly chart. There's really no change. We simply get rejected here at this very important horizontal resistance zone. They're pretty close to the previous all-time high over here in November 2021. And it's really no big deal in terms of what it's trying to do. It's just got these, these little wicks up, trying to eat into all of the supply up here. And the biggest thing is this is a strong resistance zone and the bears know it. If we end up breaking through it, the price might end up going a lot higher to potentially, 90 to 100,000 once this resistance zone has been broken. So this is a very, very strong battle zone. There are a lot of bears shorting Bitcoin at this level, which I think is completely unwarranted. But I understand you're trying to short at resistance. That makes sense. But currently, if you look at the MCTX, there's really not any kind of like retail presence. The whales have been weakened by this consolidation, but the volume has also been super weak. We basically just consolidating here, forming a very nice bull flag, getting ready to potentially break above the zone. And the whales are still predominant. I don't care if the whales are still weak, but there's really not much retail over here. This is still a decent look, although having wicks above generally is thought to be it might not be as strong. But look at how nice in terms of the demand testing down here, in terms of all these hammer candles. I see like 3 hammer candles over here that are very, very bullish. And these 3 hammer candles basically saying there's demand underneath 60,000 and that we don't need to go down that much further, right? Price went back above the weekly Tenkan line over here, which is going to serve as further support. So right now, I think we're just going through some necessary correction here. Now, next week, there might be some additional volatility, and we might end up going down further to maybe even 65,000, or maybe even a little bit lower to kind of scare you. But if that happen, then so be it. We'll deal with it. But overall, if that is to happen, there will still be a higher low compared to what happened over here with this big giant hammer candle over here. So Bitcoin is still looking very, very decent. Ethereum is also looking absolutely, absolutely amazing. Right now, Ethereum is just basically hanging out around here, trying to get above this resistance zone over here. If I bring this down and not look at the wicks, you can see that the candle's just been really rejected here by this diagonal line over here. And we really have spanned about week number 1, week number 2. Week number 2 is getting closed tomorrow by Sunday. And these are all inside candles, this big giant green candle over here. So could price end up going all the way back down to like 34,000 before bouncing up further and back test this Tenkan line over here. That's certainly a possibility. Or it might just end up pushing above this diagonal resistance over here, because we really don't have much retail left. And this downtrend so far on this bull flag is really on declining volume. So this whole how do you say that? This whole little tiny correction, a little bit pullback over here so far has been extremely meaningless, and whales are still predominant. There's no retail. There are probably a lot of people shorting Ethereum over here too at this juncture. So I don't know why people do what they do, but it certainly is not going to be what I would want to do. If you also look at the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum for cryptocurrency, you can also see that basically what it is doing is kind of back testing the weekly Tenkan over here. So far, it's finding support. Can go down a lot further. Possible. It doesn't have to, right? We had a dump of these altcoins on Friday. And to kind of put things into perspective, why do I have a gator opening its mouth over here? Let's pull back to the monthly chart. Monthly chart have a nice bullish cross over here. Right, price is still inside the Ichimoku cloud, getting rejected from the top of the Ichimoku cloud here so far. But if you take away the Ichimoku cloud and just do a Bollinger Band, this is why I have the gator or crocodile's mouth open, because this is generally what happens when you have the beginning of a very powerful bull trend. Is you have the upper Bollinger Band and lower Bollinger Band both expanding upwards and downwards, like a crocodile or alligator opening its mouth, and the tongue generally points upwards if this is a bull trend. This is what's happening right now. The market cap is just kind of correcting underneath the upper Bollinger Band, and the whales are predominant here on the monthly chart. So I don't care how much correction this end up being. So far the trend is very, very bullish. and I anticipate to have bullish continuation after any kind of correction that may come. Now, again, if it comes to corrections, who knows how far these corrections are going to be, but I still look at this as a very, very strong bull trend, and the whales are still in it, so there's not really any particular reason to be bearish about this chart here so far. Now, looking at the Bitcoin dominance, you can see that so far, Bitcoin dominance has been really kind of exhausting. It's been going up, 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 but this bull trend over here has been exhausting. It's forming a little bit of like a rounded top, kind of getting rejected here at the top of the Ichimoku cloud, right? What happened after the last cycle, after halving, generally is when altcoin season really starts. You can see there is a declining of Bitcoin dominance, followed by a little bit of a rebound for Bitcoin dominance, and it just continued to plummet for the entire year and a half or so. I wonder whether or not we're going to end up getting a very, very similar thing, because again, you're at the top of the Ichimoku cloud, you might end up getting rejected and going down further, and that would fit the cycle in terms of what generally happens between Bitcoin and altcoins. So far, I'm not really that concerned in terms of what's happening with Bitcoin, and we just have a daily close at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, we'll keep on monitoring the situation. Again, next week could bring a lot of volatility with the FOMC and all that. Like, they're going to try to shake people out. They're going to try to reduce any kind of leverage if Bitcoin is really truly going to carry out this big bull trend for its continuation after it had a bullish cross over here just a few months ago, after it got above the Ichimoku cloud, after it formed a very, very nice bull flag. In order for Bitcoin to continue to have this bullish continuation, these bull flags are necessary for it to happen. Price has just gotten way outside, way above the Tenkan and Kijun, and it makes sense for it to kind of correct over here. So far, the correction has been quite brutal for some people, but honestly, there's nothing that has changed in terms of this bull trend, because it just formed a higher high and it just formed a higher low right there. What is going to happen with the Tenkan at the blue line over here? The blue line is going to go up in the month of July. You know how I know that? Because the Tenkan here is a moving period average for 9 candles. Candle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? On the next candle in July, on the next month with Tenkan, this whole candle right here, which includes the bottom price over here, that's going to get excluded. So this candle over here is going to be the bottom, and the top candle, assuming that we're not making another higher high for the month of June, the top candle is going to be here, and the Tenkan is going to be the average between this top price over here and this bottom price over here. So Tenkan is going to end up getting pushed up when we're no longer counting this candle over here. This is going to be a very nice, bullish continuation. This bull flag over here has been happening on declining volume. I really don't have that much concern about Bitcoin. Like, if you want to trade these kind of small moves, you can. I really honestly don't care. I'm in this and I'm happy, and I just be patient, and I'll let you all short it. You'll see what happens. Have a good one. Bye.